Welcome to Dr. Saddam Kenya, and in today's video we're going to talk about a step-by-step procedure that can enable you get pregnant with twins. So if you're new to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, enable the notification bell, and in case you'll have any questions, kindly leave them in the comment section. Now, there are two types of twins. I believe everyone knows that. Twins that resemble each other completely are usually as a result of one single ovum. This ovum is usually fertilized, or this egg is usually fertilized, and immediately after that the egg splits into, let's say, 2 or 4 fragments, and that is how you end up with either 2 twins or 4 twins. Now, when it comes to the other category, what usually happens is that the female body produces more than one ovum. It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, and these eggs or ovum are usually fertilized at the same time, and what happens is that you end up pregnant with more than one kid. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about this second category, because for you to be able to get pregnant with the first category, in which just one egg splits and you end up with 2 identical twins, you need to have the specific gene. Now, in most cases, most women usually don't have this gene. So as a result, what most people usually end up with non-identical twins, twins that are slightly different to each other or in terms of appearance, etc. And this is usually because their bodies produced more than one ovum. The very important hormone that is needed in this process is a hormone known as follicle-stimulating hormone. Now, follicle-stimulating hormone is the hormone that the female body or most women usually have, and this hormone tends to spike slightly at the beginning of their cycle, and this hormone is what literally stimulates the ovaries to start producing or preparing ovum or the eggs. Yeah, so if you have higher levels or slightly higher levels of FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, these will sometimes result in a situation in which your body produces more than one egg. It can be 2, it can be 3, and as a result, if you have intercourse with your man at the specific right time, you might end up with twins. Now, if you're looking to get pregnant with the twins, the first thing you need to do is watch out on your diet. Diet is very important. Diet is everything. So one of the few things you need to eat very much probably months before you even think of you getting pregnant with twins is proteins, foods with high levels of proteins. So in most cases, I'd advise you to focus on eggs, meat, mostly beef, chicken, fish, etc. Now, here's the thing: your body relies on these proteins to be able to build certain hormones that are essential for you to get pregnant. Now, in addition to that, you'll need to eat foods that have high levels of zinc, and in most cases, if you're in Africa, you can try groundnuts, sim, you can try avocado seeds, you can try all sorts of nuts, but mostly these 3 that I've just mentioned. Now, these groundnuts, these category of foods usually have high levels of zinc, and this zinc is very important for certain glands in your body, including the pituitary glands, the hypothalamus, etc. Now, in the second stage, what you need to do is immediately you're done with your periods, you need to add approximately 6 days from this specific day. So let's say today is first, your periods have ended today, you need to add 6 days to it, so that would give you 7. Now, the next 7 days from that specific date that you've actually come up with is very important. Yeah, so from 7th, for example, in this example of mine, from that 7th till 14th, yeah, so the next 7 days that follow from that specific day, you will have to ensure that you're having intercourse with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend, or whatever, but you just have to ensure you're having intercourse, probably with a man. And you have to ensure that you're doing this regularly, probably in the morning, in the evening, and everything. And you have to ensure that you're doing this thing completely. Yeah, do it until you are completely tired, and at the end of it, you might get the results you're looking for. Now, what is going to happen is that if everything goes well and your body produced more than one egg, the presence of too much semen and sperms in your body will actually lead to a situation in which both the eggs, if they are 2, if they are 3, they are more likely to be fertilized at the same time. And as a result, you might end up with a pregnancy of 1 or 2 kids. Now, one bonus point is that if you're looking for specifically boy twins, yeah, you want boys, then by you doing these kinds of intercourse regularly between those 7 days, there is a very high likelihood that the sperms that usually have the Y chromosome will usually be able to get the egg and fertilize it, and as a result, you might end up with twins that are both boys or a girl and a boy or something like that. Yeah. Now, if everything went well and you followed the whole procedure, then in a matter of days you should start feeling pregnancy symptoms, and everything should go on as planned. Now, one important disclaimer I think I need to give you in terms of this video is that if you are below 30 years and you're looking to get pregnant with twins, there is a very high likelihood that you might not get pregnant with twins unless you have that gene in you. If you are above 30 years old, then there's a very high likelihood that you might get pregnant with twins. And the reason for this is that the moment you get to over 30 years old, in most cases, most ladies, their bodies start producing slightly higher levels of FSH, and this will sometimes stimulate their bodies to produce more than one ovum, and as a result, you will tend to hear cases of a lady at 39 years old, at 40 years old, who has gotten pregnant or has delivered twins or triplets or quadruplets, etc. And that is usually the situation. But on a serious note, this is very important. The twins pregnancies are usually very draining for the body, and there is a very high likelihood that you may develop certain conditions including diabetes, anemia, etc. So it is very important you consult with your doctor first to ensure that your body is able to carry twins pregnancies, because at the end of the day, and this is something very important, not every woman is able to carry a twins pregnancy, so you also have to be very careful with that. Now, in the next video, I'm gonna give you a video about a specific drug that you can be able to use, or a specific medication that if prescribed you can be able to use and will in most cases help you get pregnant with twins. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you're new to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, enable the notification bell, and in case you have any questions, kindly leave them in the comment section or on my WhatsApp. As well, follow me on Facebook, Dr. Saddam Kenya, Instagram, Dr. Saddam Kenya.